Hi there, everybody. This is David, and welcome to New RPG News. We have a ton of stuff to talk about today, and I am joined by a special guest for this news program. Go ahead and take it away.
Hi, I'm Tantacles, founder of the first and only gaming channel. Hi.
The only one, of course. But yeah, we have a ton of stuff to talk about today, and I do think that that's worth a sub, as I do try my hardest to hit 100,000 subscribers. If you help, your like, and your sub, I know that I will get there. Thank you so much, and be sure to sub to Tantacles as well.
If you are a dom and you want a sub, it's me.
Yeah, if you want really stupid challenge playthroughs, like really stupid ones, he's the guy to go to.
You know what? Maybe they shouldn't sub. I don't know. You know, think carefully.
Do what you do. Okay, so we're starting off here with a giveaway. I am hosting a giveaway over on Twitter as well as Blue Sky. I have 6 keys total, but 3 keys each, so you can enter on both Twitter or Blue Sky for like 2 chances to win. And it's for Scarmond for the PC. It's an 8-bit style dungeon crawler where you mix and match 12 classes to conquer the depths. And it looks super cute. It's very like Final Fantasy-esque 8-bit NES inspired. It looks great.
I mean, based on the pictures, I lava it already.
Yeah, I mean, this is my childhood. Also, over here we have an update for Fantasian Neo Dimension with several changes, including improved camera and movement controls, vibration and camera speed settings, and custom difficulty, but only for replays. There's still just the normal and then the hard difficulty modes, but if you get into like a New Game Plus, there's like even harder, difficulty modes that you can do right there. So yeah, if you want even more of a challenge, it's available.
You know, I gotta say, why it gotta be about men? When are we gonna get Fantasian Neo Dimension? I have concern. I'm a feminist, right? I'm concerned.
I see that. Have you played this game before?
Yes.
You have. Did you find it difficult?
I found it challenging in some places. I played the iPad version before it came to Switch.
That was even harder.
I found it really fun, actually being able to drag there's a lot of directional combat in this game. Being able to drag the line where you wanted it was actually rather nice, but the controls got a little clunky because you'd lift up your finger, and I have little fat sausage fingers. Lift up your finger and you wouldn't know where the thing was going to land.
Yeah. I mean, I did like the arcade gameplay and the dimensions and everything. It was a lot of fun, but gosh, those boss fights, they were brutal.
Get good.
I'll try. PlayStation Store page for Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time, was published before being very quickly removed last night, and it listed PS5 and PS4 versions, as well as an April 23rd release date, or April 24th, depending on your time zones. It is only currently officially announced for the Switch, with a release in April. So, yeah, there was kind of like something leaked really, really, really quickly, and then, nope, can't announce that yet. So
speaking of being very quickly removed, going to the bar last night. I mean, it was 5 minutes in and I was kicked out. I don't know what happened.
Oh my god!
Was it my odor? Why?
Have you played this game before?
No, I've never played this game. David, I'm just trying to make the people laugh. I'm not. Okay. It's not working.
Okay.
They're not going to laugh, but I'm gonna do my best.
Okay. I like the Fantasy Life series. What can I say? I'm totally looking forward to this one. And then our final tweet. Oh my god. Okay, so there is a survey out by Bandai Namco, and it says that they want to see our feedback on Tales of Graces F Remastered. So we can go ahead and fill out our thoughts via the following survey link, and I will include a link to this survey in the video description as well as a pinned comment, so y'all can fill it out and let them know what Tales games you want remastered next, like the ones that never came out here in America.
And if you don't have a brain, you can still fill out the survey. Thinking is not required to provide your thoughts.
That's 100% true.
You're going to cut out all the jokes I make in this video, right?
I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm going to try my hardest.
That sounds right.
More than likely. The Summer Games Fest 2025 showcase is set for June 6th, and it's going to be running from the 7th through the 9th right now. It is going to be starting at 2 p.m. on June 6th Pacific Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a 2-hour showcase that will feature spectacular new video game announcements, surprises, and reveals. Public ticket sales will begin in the spring. Immediately following that showcase, the Day of the Developers Summer Game Fest edition will air, featuring new looks at independent games for developers of various backgrounds. Then, from June 7th to the 9th, the I Am 8-Bit produced physical event Summer Game Fest Play Days will return to downtown LA, featuring 3 days of exhibits and hands-on showcases for the world's top invited media and content creators. So obviously, neither of us will be there. No.
I'm busy.
We're the D list. I already made a dedicated video on this, and I talked about this because we know that Sega is going into their backlog of older IPs, and we also know that they actually let this particular trademark expire for over 2 years, and then all of a sudden they wanted to go ahead and renew it. It expired back in 2023, and they're only just now renewing it now. So it looks like something's going on about Skies of Arcadia. I don't want to talk too much about this today, since I did do an entire video dedicated on it, but I do want to say that if you didn't watch that video, please be sure to go back and check it out if you want to know more about this little gem right here.
David, have you thought about doing your hair like Ica? I think you'd look really good with pigtails.
like a Pippi Longstocking,
Yeah.
just coming on out here.
Yeah, David Finkstocking.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Your loss. Your loss.
Dino Crisis and Dino Crisis 2 is now available via Good Old Games. And then they also launched their Good Old Games Dream List. And again, just like Skies of Arcadia, I made a whole dedicated video about this just the other day. But why is this important? Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't really care about Dino Crisis. I've never played it before. It's not my thing. It's not a JRPG. But the reason why this is so important is because, number one, they were put out by Capcom. Number two, they weren't going to be putting out these games at all until GOG put out this Dream List thing and everybody voted on it. And then Capcom was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do it. So guess what that means? You know what else is on the Dream List? Breath of Fire. And if Capcom will do it for Dino Crisis, why won't they do it for Breath of Fire? So both of these titles are DRM free with their original content fully intact and part of the GOG preservation program featuring various quality of life upgrades and fine-tuned compatibility to run smoothly on modern and future computers. So yeah, this is great news as far as I'm concerned, as far as game preservation is concerned, and just as far as Capcom diving back into their older IPs.
I will play this game, but I'm only doing it for Nina.
Who's your favorite Nina? Which Nina is your favorite Nina? Out of the 5 different Ninas, which Nina is your favorite Nina?
Probably Existential Dread Nina. Yeah.
Whenever you actually have something of value to add, then I'll ask you the question.
I will never have anything of value to add.
I see that. Capcom Spotlight in Monster Hunter Wilds Showcase is set for February the 4th. It's going to be featuring Monster Hunter Wilds, Onimusha, Way of the Sword, and Capcom Fighting Collections. It doesn't even say, like, and more. It's just those games, so don't get so excited right here. And more. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics.
You can't just lie to them, David. You can't just lie.
I corrected myself really quickly.
But I will say Marvel vs. Capcom is going to be a blast. Sakura is my favorite character to play.
Okay.
I like when she's like, which is, I think, all of them. But,
I think the last, fighting type of game that I actually played was probably either Mortal Kombat 2 or Street Fighter 2. Not Turbo, because there was 3 Street Fighter 2s for the SNES. There was regular Street Fighter 2, then the Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and then there was another Street Fighter 2 that came out and had 4 extra characters in it. Whichever one that was the last fighting game that I played, because I'm old, and yeah.
I'm a big fan of Melina because I love women who will probably kill me.
Is she the one with the fan or the one with the sai?
She's the one with the sai who is technically the clone of Katana, and when she takes off her mask, you see that she actually has like a demon face, and she sucks out she sucks in your body and then spits out only your bones. I do that too. I'm the same way. But I keep the bone inside.
So do you swallow it?
I always swallow. Spitters or quitters, David.
Compile Heart 2025 has their lineup trailer announced, so bear with me. It is Scar-Led Salvation, Tudokero Tatake, Calamity Angels, Hyper Devotion, Noir Goddess Blackheart, Magical Librarian Ariana, The Book of Seven Heroes, and Celeste. So, yeah, a lot of Compile Heart idea fuckery coming out right here, and it's all going to be god-awful terrible, as we all know. So one's a third-person shooter, which is the Scar-Led Salvation. The Todokero one is an RPG. There's a Switch version of the strategy RPG Hyper Devotion Noir, and a 2D action RPG, which is the Magical Librarian. And then Celeste is a shoot-'em-up game. And then right here we have some overviews as far as release dates, as far as consoles are concerned, some photographs and whatnots for each of them. We don't have a whole lot of information about them. We just know that they are coming. So if you are interested in this, more power to you. If you want to avoid really, really, really horrible games, then more power to you on that as well.
Do you think I'm as pretty as Noir?
I think that noir is much prettier than you.
Okay, but what if I go like this and show off the bazooms?
Do you have any bazooms?
How dare you? How dare you?
I got some bazooms right here.
Okay, I'm getting implants tomorrow.
We do have a little bit more information about the actual RPG, though, which is the Magical Librarian Ariana, the Book of Seven Heroes. It is coming out for the PS4, the PS5, and the Nintendo Switch this summer in Japan. We don't have a Western release date. However, there is some pedigree behind this game by Aoki Hiroshi, who previously produced games like Rune Factory 4 and 5 and Darius Burst, and designed Psychic Force. It follows Ariana, who possessed the magical special ability to enter books. She uses a unique form of magic called librarian magic, and this is funny to me. The game is not designed to be a game in which the player will die frequently, making it accessible and easy for anyone to play.
Well, I don't know that I can play that game because my entire catchphrase on my channel is, I died.
That's true. He does these challenge ones where he'll like play through Final Fantasy VIII with never healing and stuff. And
If there's no suffering, my audience won't watch it.
That's true, that's true. But the thing is, what's nice about Compile Heart games is the suffering is built in because they're all terrible.
Oh, amazing. Okay,
Yes,
maybe I should play
it's
it.
wonderful. The next numbered Neptunia game will be announced in 2025 in Japan. The story will continue from previous games and has been in the work for the past 3 or 4 years in collaboration with the series illustrator Sunaku. The 4 goddesses, Neptune, Noir, Blanc, and Vert, will appear, and plenty of new hijinks and developments will unfold. Yay! If you're looking forward to Neptunia, I would love to hear from you. Actually, we're going to get flamed for our Neptunia takes. I'm telling you right now. Some of these people, they're like, they love these Neptunias. I'm not a fan.
Well, I heard David singing last night, and he was completely out of Neptunia.
Look at this one girl on the green. She has her arms folded in such a way that her boobs are like flying up to her neck. Like, it's unbelievable. Like,
Well, that's just how she fights. She actually slaps the enemies with the boobs. You know?
boom!
It's, well, 'cause in Austin Powers, they shoot bullets out of the boobs. She just goes whack.
She has the Madonna bullet brawl. Like,
Yeah. And she can also use them to fly. She can just helicopter. Yeah.
just spins them around.
Exactly. She's the tails of boobs. Yeah.
Neptunia Riders vs. Dogos is coming to the PC in 2025, and the PlayStation and Switch versions is due out in January the 28th in the West, so those already came out, but if you do want it on PC, it is now available on the PC. If you don't know what this game is, this dimension is different from game industry. A vast number of distinct dogos are appearing and threatening to cover the land. To escape from this otherworldly realm, a lone rider surveys the mysterious world in search of an exit. I didn't play this game because it's Idea Factory, and but I did watch some reviews, and the reviews were unkind, to say the least. So just your forewarning from me to you.
I have 2 things to say about this. Number 1, it doesn't seem polite to call these girls doggos. Number 2,
Isn't the correct term for a female dog bitch?
that's the correct term for me, usually.
Okay,
But most of my friends
okay.
just call me stupid.
Yes.
But second of all, the one on the right looks like Mavuika from Genshin Impact.
Oh, I've never played Genshin Impact.
It's probably good. Don't start, but it's fun.
It's kind of like, it's addictive.
It's addictive, and you'll love it too much, and then you'll want to play it forever.
Probably. There is this cozy game out there, and this is a PSA beware. It is called Moonfrost, and it's based upon blockchains and NFTs, and the developer is not disclosing this. And I didn't know much about this myself until I saw something go down with Miss Bubbles, who is one of my really good friends, actually. We talk pretty much every single day, and she's super sweet. And she was talking about this over on Twitter and basically saying, you know, they are so full of bullshit, it's mind-boggling. And then she goes on to say that they're hiding things from you and calling it a scam. Then she goes on to say that the game, or the co-founder of the game studio, is spreading lies and attacking her character. Like, there's a lot going on right here. So I'm like, so I actually reached out to her and I'm like, Stephanie, what in the world is going on with this? And she's tried, you know, typing it up and telling me, and I said, you know what? I'm going to have you on as yet another guest on the show. So guest 1 and now guest 2, we're going to hear this straight from the horse's mouth, straight from Miss Bubbles, exactly what is going on with this scam of a game.
I'm a little jealous, but yeah, put her on.
Yeah.
Hello, David and David's community. Thank you so much for having me here and letting me have the stage to talk about Moonfrost. This game might be targeted towards cozy gamers, but it should be a concern for RPG lovers as well. Why? Because if a developer in the cozy gaming genre is capable of pulling something like this off, they can become a leading example for other genres to pull off such scummy tactics and get away with it. So Moonfrost is a game that looks like the perfect cozy farming experience. It has charming pixel art, fun mechanics, but there's a huge catch. It's an NFT game and the developers are not being upfront about it. The developers are using vague terms like digital collectibles or blueprints to disguise the NFTs without ever fully disclosing it in their market. And that is a massive problem. I initially got excited about Moonfrost back in 2023, but after realizing the game involved NFTs, I backed out. Fast forward to October 2024, I saw the game at EGX. It's a game expo based in London. I connected with the developer Gina Nelson, and I forgot that this was the NFT game. When I realized that, I was like, oh crap, no, this is not good. I ended up chatting about this with Gina herself on Twitter and quickly realized that the team is not going to back down, and they don't plan to be transparent about the presence of NFTs in their marketing. Even with a Twitter page of 57,000 followers, NFTs are not mentioned anywhere. And with a pinned post that has garnered over 1 million impressions, the developers used digital collectibles to disguise the word NFT. While the developers insist that NFTs are gonna be optional in the game, they still use them as a reward for their cohort of 500 people. And now we have trading that is happening outside the game where scams are rampant. What worries me is the complete lack of transparency. Even their website doesn't mention NFTs, and at EGX there was no sign of it either. It's all very misleading, especially given that cozy gamers like the ones who love Stardew Valley might not be aware of the risks associated with NFTs. Funny enough, one of their licenses is going for $700 right now, which is insane. Gina's counter argument in my DMs was that she knows people associate NFTs with scams, so herself and her team took the liberty of using other words so they do not scare people away, which is pretty unethical. And this situation got worse because Gina decided to attack my character for no reason other than me disclosing the truth behind their game. And mind you, in my video, I sent nothing but all the love and support towards her and her team, and all I asked was, please be transparent with the gaming community. And their way to counteract what happened is, oh hey, let's just revamp the website, act like nothing happened, and that happened right after I posted my video, and now they're trying to imply that I am lying and that the NFTs were disclosed from the start. Funny enough, even with this, they did the thing wrong because NFTs are buried under layers of FAQ questions, and if you don't believe me anyways, you have Reddit posts from 2023 and backward, and you have my video which I filmed 2 weeks ago that shows you how the website looked like. And in the past 2 days, I learned even more shady stuff that is happening, which I will be making a video about next week, so make sure you subscribe if you want to know more about it. And so this is why you as an RPG lover should be concerned about this. If a developer in a cozy gaming genre is capable of pulling something like this off, it means that other companies are gonna try to pull similar tactics. Now don't get me wrong, if you want to do the whole NFT thing, you want to use them, do you, no problem. My issue is you having them as a core mechanic in your game, then saying, oh, it's really just optional, and yet you do not disclose that anywhere in the marketing for your game, which is highly problematic. Thank you, David, again for having me. If you don't know who I am, I'm Miss Bubbles, and it was a blast being here with you today.
Momodora Moonlit Farewell is releasing for the PS5, Xbox, and Switch on February the 6th, and it's currently available on the PC. It looks like it's going to be costing about $17 and is a Metroidvania type of game, side scroller. You can see it playing above me. And this is the latest installment of the Momodora series, and you join Momo, of course, the high priestess of the village Koho, as she embarks on a divine mission to save her people from imminent destruction at the hands of the demon horde summoned by a malevolent bell ringer. So this presents the account of the greatest calamity to fall the village of Koho 5 years after the events of Momodora III. Soon after the toll of an ominous bell is heard, the village is threatened by a demon invasion. The village's matriarch sends Momo Raynal, their most capable priestess, to investigate the bell and find the bell ringer responsible for summoning demons. It's their hope that by finding the culprit, they will also be able to secure the safety of the village, and most importantly, the sacred Lund Tree, the source of life and healing for Koho.
I sense a sequel in the works that is cow-themed. Momodora Moonlit Farewell.
That's really what they should have put in there. That's a missed opportunity for them.
I would love a cow-themed RPG.
Yes, I think that'd be
Or I
super
guess
cute.
Metroidvania games.
You know what? And speaking of cow-themed RPGs, let's get to our next one. Harvest Moon: The Lost Valley and Harvest Moon: Skytree Village bundle has been announced for the Nintendo Switch, due out this summer. These are previously released 3DS titles, and they've been upgraded for the Switch with all downloadable content. Harvest Moon: The Lost Valley released in 2014, and it says, hiking your way through the mountains one day, you become caught in an unexpected snowstorm, and you're able to find shelter with the help of a faint voice. When you awaken, you find and help a kindly harvest sprite buried under the snow, who tells you all the seasons in the valley have vanished except for winter. To return all 4 seasons of the valley, you'll need the help of the villagers, the harvest sprites, and the harvest goddess, and even the king of the underworld. And then Skytree Village also came out with a 3DS, but in 2016. I can't talk today. Times have changed, and the land known as the Oasis of the Harvest Goddess. Many people used to live in Skytree Village, and the land was lush and green. However, the power of the Harvest Goddess gradually began to wane, and the land became parched and dry. It's up to you to revive the 7 Sky Trees in order to give the Harvest Goddess her power back, and in turn, bring life back to this desolate land.
Can you go back there? No, to the middle. Sorry,
Yeah.
go there. So, I'm seeing kindly harvest sprite buried under the snow, and I'm wondering who did that. Is this going to turn into a murder mystery game?
Well, the sprite is thankfully alive, because they were able to help him.
Okay, so third degree. It's a manslaughter case.
Okay.
Assault and battery at the very least.
It was probably just an accident. Who knows? It's a Harvest Moon game. For
Okay,
God's
well,
sakes.
Gaslight, Girl Keep,
Harvest Moon games.
What?
Have you ever played in the?
I have played the Harvest Moon games. I like them, but yeah, I would not gaslight girl boss gatekeep this sprite. Like something happened, and we need to investigate it. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So we'll have to do a murder mystery Harvest Moon. Gosh, that would be a genre swap right there.
I love it.
Yeah, it would be probably more interesting than this. Gosh, I haven't played a Harvest Moon game since the SNES Harvest Moon game back in the '96 when that thing came out. Yeah. I was bored out of my mind. Ugh, I don't know. These I like Rune Factory, don't get me wrong, but the Harvest Moons,
I'm actually a bigger Stardew Valley fan.
Are you? I've heard very good things about Stardew Valley. Withering Realms creator announces horror action RPG Withering Realms, due out for consoles and PC in early access of Q4 of this year. They say unspecified consoles, so we don't know. But as far as what the game is, it says it's 1926, 10 years after an immense occult event halted the Great War and transformed the world overnight. The dead walk, spirits roam, and a gifted few can even cast spells. 9-year-old Clover awakens alone in a decaying mansion just miles from the epicenter of the occult event and soon discovers that she is a ghost. Her only companion is a strange and powerful doll constructed from wood, metal, and human remains. Ooh, that's disgusting. A doll with human remains in it? Like, ugh.
Good meal. Just put that on the grill.
Isn't it like a voodoo doll and you put like the hair in it or something? I don't know. Like that's.
Well, I won't eat the hair. I mean, come on. I mean, they say you use every part of the voodoo doll, but
gosh,
the hair you can let go.
Yeah. So it says you join Clover and her doll guardian as they explore the mysterious town of Penwill and the sprawling graveyards that surrounding it, seeking a way to bring her back to life. So this thing isn't my thing. Obviously, I'm not really into horror and like grossness. Like I like bright, cheery, upbeat RPGs, but if it's your thing, I mean.
Well, I say if you're dead, let's let you be dead.
Yes, let's let the dead lie. Magical gangster third-person action RPG, The Directorate, Novitiate. Okay, thank you. Announced for the PC, due at an early access of 2025. Look, we have somebody here who can actually pronounce something, because Lord knows it's not me.
It's okay, because I can't read.
That's true. So it's kind of a trade-off.
Yeah.
Become Mercury, a powerful magical gangster in this thrilling third-person action RPG. Fight supernatural threats, track a serial killer across LA, and choose sides as war breaks loose. It's 2006 Los Angeles. The seedy supernatural underworld is on the verge of war, with Mercury caught in the crosshairs. Face overwhelming and magical forces, discover the horrors hidden in plain sight, track down a serial killer, and grapple with difficult choices and dangerous secrets. After returning to a place once known as home, Mercury is thrown into the deep end as her life becomes intertwined with the Costa Muerta, a dark syndicate of the Directorate. Kana must hone... Who's Kana? What? Anyway, must hone her skills under the guise of her codename Mercury. Okay, so Kana is Mercury, whatever. To rise from the ranks of the novitiate and protect the world as she knows it. So again, not really my thing, like at all, but I'm bringing you the news, so if it's your thing, you can do your thing.
It's giving gameplay vibes that look like Resident Evil 4, but then that actually, that screenshot right there, that's what it reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles X, just the style.
Oh, like
the decrepit city.
Yeah. What was it called? New LA, I
New
think.
LA, yeah, I love New LA.
I cannot wait for Xenoblade Chronicles X. Can we just talk
Very
about
excited.
that one instead? Like, for real, it's just better.
You scripted this video.
I didn't really script anything, honestly. Rise of the Ronin is coming to the PC on March the 11th. It was first released for the PS5 in March of last year. This is an open-world action RPG set in the Bakumatsu period, where players take on the role of a Ronin forging their own destiny. The game features multiple possible endings, allowing players to choose which faction to support, such as the anti-shogunate faction, pro-shogunate faction, or Western forces, which significantly alter the story's outcome. The game will support various PC features, including ultra-wide monitor capability and include enhancements such as 8K resolution, 120 FPS, 3D audio, and customizable keyboard and mouse settings, enriching the gaming experience. I thought that 4K resolution was as high as it can go, and that 60 FPS was as high as it can go, and as far as audio is concerned, how can audio actually be 3D is beyond me. But yeah, okay, like it features great stuff that doesn't make any sense as far as I'm concerned.
I might play this game. I love a man with a big, long, juicy polearm.
They both have. They both do. I see that.
Two is better than one.
That's true. That's true. They'll have some dueling sword fights right there. Yeah.
Hey, baby, what's up?
Yum. There's a Class of Heroes 3 remaster coming out this year. This is super, super exciting because Class of Heroes 1 and 2 remaster came out last year, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. This one, though, is coming out for the PS5, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam, and this was not ever released here in the West, unlike Class of Heroes 1 and 2. So we're getting a brand new game this time. This was only released in Japan for the PS3 and the PSP, but now we're actually getting this remaster for the first time, and I am so excited about it. It says, enroll in one of 3 distinct schools and join your fellow students on an epic dungeon crawling adventure. Enjoy school life on campus and meet brand new friends from a huge range of characters and classes. Choose your party to suit your playstyle, and then take the sprawling 3D dungeons to take out enemies and acquire loot to see your party even get stronger. With hundreds of combinations of races, classes, armors, weapons, and items, you can create a wild array of party compositions to take on challenges ahead. Remastered for an all-new generation, Class of Heroes 3 is the pinnacle of the much-loved series. The third installment comes to the West with new features, more characters, classes, and bigger dungeons. This is super exciting. If you're a fan of dungeon crawler RPGs, wizardry sort of stuff, then this is definitely up your alley.
You know, the school theming is interesting. I failed every class I've ever taken, so maybe this will help me finally meet my academic goals.
Maybe. Do you play these dungeon crawling RPGs like this?
I have.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a sneeze coming, sorry.
Uh-oh.
One of my favorite is Persona Q.
That's a good choice. That's a really good choice. Yeah.
Just the Etrian Odyssey genre in general is very fun for me.
Yeah, so if you like games like that, then you definitely do want to check out Class of Heroes 3. So that's all we got for you for this week's news. Hope that y'all enjoyed it. And I do want to hear from y'all. What stories did you really enjoy? Is there anything else out there that I didn't cover that you want me to cover? Let me know in the comments. And please be sure to hop on over to his channel and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about whenever I say that. They're really entertaining playthroughs, but they're some of the dumbest playthroughs you've ever seen in your life.
After I say my thing, say, I'm David Vink, and goodbye.
Okay.
I'm Tantacles, and I'm sorry.
I'm David Vink, and goodbye.